I've done it 2 weeks in a row. So what I'm going to talk about today is double running. Now, double day running, I mean. If you think about taking a journey from, let's say, 5 hours, because there's people in America who look at this, so if I was saying drive to Cork, like that doesn't make any sense. So 5 hours, you'll split that up. Actually, 5 hours in America isn't that long. Anyway, 5 hour journey. You stop at 2.5 hours, you take a break, then you go again. Now, you can use the example for running. Let's say you have 10 miles to do today, and you do 5 in the morning and then 5 in the evening. You're still getting the same distance, but it's less taxing on your body. I want to talk about the pros and the cons and who needs to do double days and who doesn't need to do double days. Pros: you get more mileage in. You recover faster. Your metabolism will be heightened twice a day instead of once a day, so you're going to get leaner or you're going to burn more fat. The cons are you need to take 2 showers a day. You need to eat more because you're doing more. It might take a little longer to do the 5 and the 5 rather than 10 all in one go, because you have to get ready to go on a run. You have to do your run, finish, shower. You have to do those 4 things twice a day. But if you have 45 minutes in the morning and 45 minutes in the evening that's free, that means that you can do the 10 miles. Well, that's a pretty slow 10 miles. You get my point. You have 45 minutes in the morning, 45 minutes in the evening. That's an hour and a half running in the day. Where if you were to try do an hour and a half in the morning, you're going to be wrecked going to work or school or college or whatever it is. So doing it, breaking it up and doing the same distance works. But if you're doing a marathon, it probably won't work. Like you have to get used to timing your feet. So you have to get used to doing 10 miles all in one go and longer. So if you were doing a marathon session, you could do 5 in the morning and 10 in the evening rather than 15 miles all in one go. Now, when it comes to a long run, you're going to have to do 20, 24 miles, whatever. But during the weekday, to get more miles in to do endurance events, this is how you do it. If you're doing an 800 meter race, you don't really need to train twice a day. What you could do is supplement things. So if you're going to run in the morning, you can do strength and conditioning in the evening, or you can go on a cycle or whatever, and you're still getting a double day's training in. I suppose to recap, it depends on your events that you're training for, and it also depends on what your goals are. A lot of elite athletes run up to like 100 miles, 120 miles, 150 miles a week as well. That's going to be very hard for you to do just as an actual, like 120 miles, that's about 18 miles a day that you're going to have to do without doing singles. I think breaking it up, it's less stress in your body, but if you're training for a marathon, you're going to have to put yourself through that stress. And hopefully that's 2 Minute Tuesday done, and it gives you an insight of doing double days versus single days. I'll see you next week. Bye bye.